Hello everyone, I'm Andrew Healy, the General Manager for Before You Dig in New Zealand, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this webinar. We're talking about and announcing the new membership portal that Before You Dig is releasing in the latter part of 2020. You might be watching this in 2021, but it's been released in 2020. As I said, I'm Andrew Healy, the General Manager of Pelican Corp New Zealand, who run the Before You Dig service here in New Zealand. And for quite some time, we have enjoyed lots of data, copious amounts of data, but we've recognized the need to make that data available to you, our utility members, to enjoy. We use that term loosely, of course. But what we wanted to give you was an increased ability to interact with and draw insights from the data behind the scenes that we're collecting within the Before You Dig service. It'll bring a bit more efficiency to what you're doing and your goals around protecting your network and drawing insights from that information that help you work more efficiently and have good damage prevention strategies around your network. We have a product director, a chief product officer in Pelican Corp, and that guy is Marcus Edwards. He's an Australian, so we'll forgive him for that. But it gives me great pleasure to introduce Marcus as our Chief Product Officer to tell us more about the portal. So welcome, Marcus.
Great, thanks Andrew, and yes, hello everyone. I guess just briefly, I'll give you a little background for myself and what I've done. So I guess my background includes around 20 years assisting utilities with different software solutions for protecting their assets. In the year 2000, we developed from ground up the first web-facing one-call service, which was launched initially in Australia, and then New Zealand followed in 2007. I then spent 8 years in the UK setting up the one-call industry. The service in the UK now receives over 300,000 inquiries per month, and some of the larger utilities receive 80 or 90,000 notifications in a single month. So, you know, a pretty significant service running over there. And now I'm running the product department for Pelican Corp. Okay, and so yeah, this webinar today is really all about the damage prevention portal. At Pelican Corp and Before You Dig are really pleased to announce the damage prevention portal. This portal is designed to provide members with instant access to all of your vital information regarding who and why people are requesting plans in and around their networks. Probably just some key points here about you know, the key functions of the damage prevention portal. So it's got, when you first log into it, it's got a dashboard. So that gives you a little bit of an understanding of you know, volumes of tickets that are affecting your networks and sort of the throughput of tickets through the service. There's an area where you can manage ticket resends. So sometimes, you know, you might notice that you should have received a ticket from an overnight summary report, where you can go back, grab that ticket and resend it. There's a explore your data area. Again, you'll see some of the detail of this within the video to follow. But that's pretty neat, as showing you where all tickets are, or, you know, within your area of interest. There's a custom reports section. And there's also an area where you can go in there and manage your contact details and the different settings as a member of the service. And then the last point is where you can actually view your existing area of interest. You can upload, approve, and then publish updates to your areas of interest. Okay, and so at this point, we're going to hand across to Rhiannon, who's put together some videos about the damage prevention portal.
Welcome to this webinar, which runs through the new damage prevention portal. Damage Prevention Portal is a self-service tool which can be used to control, monitor, and run your Before You Dig one-call service. This includes your membership details, including the area of interest and contact information. The dashboards available to you will depend on your user role. As a utility staff member, you will have access to the Overview dashboard. Inquiries shows overall how many jobs have been lodged within your organisation's area of interest. Notifications indicates how many utility notifications have been sent to your organisation. Medium month to date breaks down how the inquiries have been submitted over the past month. Inquiry types month to date itemises how many inquiries have been design, excavation, or urgent requests. Notifications by year breaks down how many notifications your organisation has received over the past 12 months as a graph. This also provides a total number for each month. Inquiries by type breaks down the different types of inquiries submitted in the past 30 days in a graph. For both these displays, you can scroll your mouse over each column to see more information. If you need to resend a sequence notification to your organisation, for example, if there are items missing on your daily summary report, select Operations, One Call Access, and open the Inquiry Notification Delivery tab. Notifications can be searched by Utility ID, aka Authority ID, then by the individual inquiry or sequence number, a range of inquiry or sequence numbers, or by a date range. Once you have searched, check the boxes next to the sequence number or numbers you need resent, then click the Send Notification button at the top right. In the pop-up, your selected sequence numbers will be listed beneath delivery status. Select the transmission type you wish to send the notifications to, or click Add Type if these sequences should be sent to a new location. When you are ready, click the Send icon at the top right of the pop-up. The delivery status box will appear at the bottom right of the screen, so you can see if the resend has been successful. You should now check your inbox or ticketing system to see that the notification has come through successfully. If you need to resend a daily summary report to your organisation, select Operations, One Call Access, and open the Summary Report Delivery tab. Along the top are filters where you can search summaries from a specific date or a date range, and choose whether to include zero count summaries for days where no notifications were received. Check the boxes next to the summaries you wish to resend, then click the Send Report button. On the list, the status will change to advise whether the resending was successful. Please note that summary reports are always sent to the email address provided in the member contact details saved under Settings, One Call Access. Damage Prevention Portal allows you to view inquiry data to help you spot trends or generally view more information about the types of inquiries you are receiving. This data can then be exported as a CSV file. To search your data, navigate to Operations, Explore Your Data. The list will initially open with no results showing. To populate the list, click Advanced Search, then, depending on what you wish to view, fill out one or more of the data options. Click the search icon at the top to bring up the list of matching jobs. If you like, you can use the headings to sort the table. The table can now be saved as a CSV file on your PC by clicking the Export button. You can also explore the results visually on the Map tab. The spots on the map indicate the locations of the inquiries, and the number shows how many there are. Based on the colour of the spot, you can see if a particular area seems busier. These would be more of a red colour to indicate a hotspot. As you zoom in closer, the dots will dissipate until you can see them individually. Click the red pin to view the inquiry's polygon. To view detailed information for a particular inquiry, click anywhere along the list row you wish to view, or click on the job number from the map. The job details will appear, and you can view the inquiry polygon by going to the Map tab. You have the option to download inquiry details here, which will recreate the caller's confirmation PDF. Occasionally, your company's contact persons or other details may change, and they will need to be updated in the Damage Prevention portal. To do this, navigate to Settings, System. The company details page will appear. To edit, click the editing pen icon at the top right of the screen. Once your changes have been made, click the Save icon. Any of your staff requiring access to the Damage Prevention portal will need to be added as users. To manage your users, navigate to Settings, System, and then select the Internal Users tab. Any existing users will be listed here for you, and a search bar is provided if you need to search through these. To add a new user, click the New User button to the right of the search bar. The user form will appear on the right-hand side. Fill out the form and make the appropriate settings before clicking Save at the top of the form. A welcome email will be sent to the user's email address, with a link for them to create their own username and password to log into the Damage Prevention portal. To edit an existing user, search them if required, and then select them from the list. The user's details will appear on the right-hand side. Click the editing pen icon at the top right, and then proceed to make the required changes. Click the Save icon at the top right once you are done. Password reset emails can also be sent from here. If you have edited the user and then also need to send a password reset, ensure you have already saved their details before sending the reset. If a user leaves the company or goes on leave, you have the option to set their status as inactive. Open the user's account, select Edit, and switch their status to inactive. The user will be moved to the inactive list and no longer be able to access the Damage Prevention portal unless their status is changed back to active. As your network expands geographically, you may sometimes need to update your area of interest, or AOI. To do this, navigate to Settings, One Call Access, select the relevant utility ID to update, then select the Area of Interest button at the top right. The Authority Viewer application will load in a new window, and your current AOI will be displayed on the map. To upload the new AOI, click the Upload button at the top left. In the pop-up, choose the file type, and then select the file folder. This will need to be a zip folder containing all the components required for the complete shape or tab file. If a buffer needs to be applied, you can choose to add that here. Then, click Upload. A message will appear to advise that the data is uploading. Leave this message window open. Depending on the size of the AOI file, it may take a bit of time to upload. Once it has processed, the message text will change to let you know it is now ready for approval. Close the message, then assess the AOI on the map. If you would like to compare it to the previous AOIs, you can toggle the different layers on and off here, as well as changing the map view if needed. If the AOI looks correct after inspection, You can now approve and publish it. Back on the left-hand side, select the Approve Radio button, otherwise select Not Approved if it is incorrect, then click Apply. An approved AOI can then be scheduled for publishing. Select the time and date here, or click the +15 button to publish it at the earliest, which is 15 minutes in the future. You can then click Publish and log out of Authority Viewer. After the publishing time, when you reopen Authority Viewer, you will be able to check the log and the layers to confirm the new AOI has gone live. In addition to the main operational contact set up for each of your organization's utility or authority IDs, in Damage Prevention Portal you will need to add at least one subscription rule, which tells the system where and when to send notifications. For example, on regular workdays you may need notifications to direct to a particular email address, and then on weekends they may need to direct to a different inbox, depending on which staff are managing the Before You Dig requests during different times. As many rules can be added as needed, depending on your organization's notification requirements. To manage subscription rules, navigate to Settings, One Call Access, and click the Subscriptions tab. Existing rules will be listed on the table below, and you can search through them with the options above the list. To add a new subscription, click the Add Subscription Rule button at the top right. Name the rule, select the relevant transmission type, if you have more than one created for your authorities, then select when that rule is to apply using the time and date fields below. Select if the rule is to apply to a particular authority, or else leave blank for it to apply to all authorities. You can also choose to apply the rule only for certain inquiry types, or for certain work location types. Click the Save button at the top of the form to save the new rule. Please note that once a rule has been saved, it cannot be edited. If any changes need to be made, set the rule as inactive, then create a new rule with the correct settings to replace it.
Did you like our new solution? You must be asking yourself, okay, how to activate it? Simple. We have developed two ways for you to activate your account. The first is to contact us through the Before You Dig website. You can also send an email with the title DPP of Action to Richard Dyson, our Business Development Manager. What are you waiting for? Contact us and activate the Damage Prevention Portal. See you soon.